us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the visitor's sideline, a look at the Jets head coach. His guys playing as well as anyone, 4-1 to start this season. Across from him, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Southern California. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Herbert. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go again with Hampton. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 17-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll run with Hampton. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Hampton is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point.
Touchdown, Chargers.
He's got it, and the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Jets 0.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Another run here with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He's going to have the Jets first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Elijah Vera Tucker plays college ball at USC. Guilty that time. On second down, it's Williams. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup, 21. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get about 5.
Breece Hall, the ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5. A play fake. Now Williams escaping to his left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of
Here's 1st and 10.
And the Jets first down.
A run here with Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
We'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there. He's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st down, Jets.
On the give, it's Hall. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st down, Jets.
A give. Here's Hall. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Give them 14 on that play. One play, 1 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hampton. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Crawford 29. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Kappa.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st down, New York.
Williams. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's into the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. That is 16th touchdown of the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over.
The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh. His offense goes back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action. Now Herbert. He's got a tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 49-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Third down, they need 5. Herbert to the air again. And that is incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for.
Incomplete.
And that'll set up fourth down.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. Now Williams. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Room to run past the 30. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Jets first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
And the Jets.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit, keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Middle of the field, he's got Okonkwo. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and that will lead to a second down. Here's Williams now to throw. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our... And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Boole on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They give to Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Short one there to Okonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
First down, New York.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to Dobbs again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Give up the middle with Hall. And good red zone running here. Taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
On the handoff, it's Allen. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hall, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And the Chargers, first down. Set. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Hampton. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's not made by Byron Young.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain.
3rd down. 3 to go.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Herbert. He's got a man! It's Harris! His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hampton trying to work inside. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's not made by Byron Young.
2 yards on the pickup.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. On play action now. Herbert. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Josh Hines Allen getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Off play action. Here's Williams. That is caught left side by Taylor. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the
from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Hall. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Open man, that's Slayton. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Jets.
He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. Throw it again. It's Williams. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Go. From the gun, it's Herbert. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Interesting play call there, Mike. I actually like it. 2nd and inches. I don't blame him. Go for a shot. See if you can get something downfield through the air, and if not, it's still 3rd and inches. But what you don't account for is taking a sack. You can't lose that much yardage, and this now changes everything here on 3rd down.
Give them 14 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Give, and here comes Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Tight end on the move left. Shotgun now for Herbert. Here's the man, Johnston. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain
3rd
of 7.
and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a first and goal.
9 yards. That's another Chargers.
Here's Herbert.
First down.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are back within 6.
Chargers 14.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Benet Wanwu now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
15. First down, Jets.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
47-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. There's Okonkwo open left side. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Alontae Taylor on the coverage.
Go.
Harris, the man in motion. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now Herbert. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. He'll look underneath for Hall. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. On the run, here's Hall, and he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. They get the former 1st-rounder, Olufashinu. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Now Williams. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Past midfield. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Dickers good with the extra point. And the Chargers will cut it to a 2-point lead. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.